Are we live? I don't know if we're live. Maybe, yes, Thomas. Are we live? Give me a sign. Maybe we are, maybe we are not. Thomas? Look. Looks like we are, probably. Oh, thanks a lot, Thomas. Okay, so we are live. And yeah, welcome back. Thanks a lot for everybody who's going to watch this live now, who's going to watch it later on our YouTube account. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's probably not looking that different from last year, but we're trying to make it the best we can. And yeah, we got two new guests. Before I got there, I want to say, first of all, we reached an amazing amount thanks to all the donation of all the people who support us and help us for the roof appeal for the All Spoiled Dog. So there are good chances that we can have a roof pretty soon in the clubhouse of the All Spoiled Dog, and that it won't collapse on our head before time. Last time we've been thanking groups. Of course, I would like to thank every single person who donated, even if it's £1 or 50 pence. It's been great to see all this love coming. One thing I wanted to say though is we've been thanking groups and supporters who've been supporting us, and this time I wanted to thank the BUC Brigada Ultra Clapton, who sent a really nice donation, and yeah, we really appreciate that. And it's great to see all this love coming. Another appeal we have at the same time is also the Clapton Against Corona Hardship Fund. So we know that times are really tough for a lot of people. Not everybody has been as lucky as others to keep the job and being with a constant source of income. So wherever we can, we try to help our members who want to ask for a little support. So we also have still the hardship fund open for people to donate. So that would be really nice if you do so. I think maybe we can start prioritizing again the hardship fund now, because the lockdown doesn't seem to end really soon. And as said, it's nice to have more money in the roof, but maybe that's not the priority at the moment, really. So yeah, let's think more of the other members. But I know you all do anyway, so it's nothing. I'm not telling you off. So today we have something quite different in a way, because we've got two teams from the same city in Italy again. Italy has been, of course, quite present in our streamings, because the movement in Italy of fan-owned anti-fascist sports club is been really strong in the past years, and also for pretty long. And it's this time is quite unique, because we've got two teams from the same city, which is Turin. And we've got Luca from Aurora Vanchiglia, and Eugenio and Giacomo from Paco Rigore. So yeah, we are going to be a bit tight with time today. So we just jump into the questions straight away, so we can get to know these clubs better in their own words. So I wanted to start by asking you, when your club has been founded, what's the background of the founders, and what were the reasons for starting the club at the beginning? Who wants to start? Do you want to start, Luca?
Okay, it's okay. New reality in the city. We were a group of friends using to play football together, and also we live in the same neighborhoods of the town. The two neighbors that give the name of at the club. One is Aurora, and the other one is Vanchiglia. So we start thinking about the possibility to improve, because we were just playing alone. Say, why don't we try to make a club together, because we know there are other clubs in the city, and they were working pretty well. So we found our association, and we started our journey, I would say. And as well, we came from the same political reality, from the squads of our town, and so we have big roots with these two occupied place, and almost that's it about our beginning.
Okay, so what about this is pretty good, because I think also you achieved a lot in only 2 years. So, but we can talk about it later, because I've seen you've been doing a lot of stuff. And what about Paco Rigore? What's the story behind it, and what was the background, and also why you decided to start? Why this club was born?
First of all, hello everybody. I try to speak the best English that I can. And the club Paco Rigore was founded in Torino in 1996. So this year we will come si festeggiare? We will do 25 years of our team, and the club was founded by a group of friends and that have a lot of different background. There are workers, there are people from movement of Torino, or that do something social initiatives. And so the idea was to play football in a different way, to do the first idea was to create a different team with self-management and no property, no sponsor, and that can play football only just for play. The Paco Rigore is a club that was born in the north of Turin, in Barriera di Milano, Reggio Parco. It's quickly far away from the center. So it's also a nice place for try to play football, also for the neighbors, dice così. And the club, our club, it's inspired the colors of our T-shirt. It's inspired to Athletic Bilbao, and also Clapton.
Yeah, yeah. You were inspired by Clapton.
Yeah. And we are a football team that we where all the people that want to play football can come. The important is the our I don't know. I can say Tommy statuto.
Your statutes, your rules, basically.
Yeah. So we are a football team, anti-fascist and anti-racist. So this is the first idea. So have a football team like this in the city, in the neighbor, just to play football. But we had did a lot of things that maybe in the second question.
Yeah. We can talk about that later. We were actually going there, because I was wondering also if there is anything, let's say, special or different in terms of the structure of the club, and how many, and also structure also in terms of how many teams you have, and also if you have different sports, because sometimes we heard of that, and what kind of milestones and important moments for the club you think have been defining what you are and you see as a success.
So if I can go, I would say we used the possibility to found an amateur sports association that fees. We have a very light structure. We have a president, a vice president, and other elected positions. They are elected by the member of the association. We have two kind of members: the athletes and the supporters. But in front of the association, they are at the same level. The difference is because of bureaucracy. The athletes is a different kind of membership. And of course, we are anti-sexist, anti-fascist, anti-racist is clear in our statute, and we are open to everybody who wants to play football. They can come and also we have a very nice group of supporter. That is the thing I like the most of the club. They come every time. They are not very much. They're like 30. That's for our level is a lot of people, and they come everywhere whenever we go. So imagine maybe very cold morning, Sunday morning, 40 kilometers from Torino. They are there, and it's amazing.
You play quite far then. What's the level of the club, and like which league are you, and also how many teams do you have?
Okay, we play for the CSI. This is Centro Sportivo Italiano. That is not the official federation of Italy. Is another one. We are on the lowest level of this kind of federation, and mostly we play in Torino, but the only season we did we had the two team from outside Torino. So it was we had to travel a little, and we have also a five-a-side football team, girls, and for now that's it. But we are working. Maybe in the future we will like to have a volleyball team.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. What's that? Okay, that's interesting. Basically, I'm going to ask the same to Paco Rigore. I was thinking of the away games. It's something that we are missing now because we've been playing now only in the local league of London, in one of the leagues of London, but it's the league based in West London. So what happens is that every game is a sort of away game in the city. So you cannot get the bus to go because it's too far to get a coach, but then we have to travel on the public transports, which takes longer. So it's a strange situation sometimes. And so Paco Rigore, so how many teams do you have, and what have been the milestones for you? What do you think has been in this of the history of the club?
Okay. We play we are 45 associates, and but in the reality we are like 20, 25, 30 is depend how much is called, and we play in another league. Aurora Vanchiglia is CSI. We play in WISP. It's another amatorial league. We play in Torino, and the second question is what were the
like the milestones or the most important moments for the club in 25 years or something that's
okay. And we try to first of all in the last year we try to take a football field. So we are planning in the one of the last public football field. But we would like to also with Aurora Vanchiglia, also with our rugby team Dinamo Dora. We are trying in San Salvario. We are trying to take a place where we can do a popular sport. So this is one of the things that we are thinking the last year. And but in the past, the milestones where the participation, self-management, we are come si dice autogestire?
Self-managed.
We self-organize a football field in the north of Torino, and also we self-organize another football field in Torino. So we try to play football in a not expensive way, because, for example, one of our idea is that in Torino there are a lot of old football field that it's not used by anyone. So our idea is to take one and do a popular sport. The popular sport is meaning that you can play football, you can play maybe you can do rugby, you can play basket or football, street football without no money. Because, for example, in Paco Rigore, we have I am the president, and we have consiglio, diciamo,
a board.
Yeah, but it's something that we have to have because we are associazione.
Yeah.
We are an association because the Italian state say, oh, if you want to play in this league, you have to have a president, but in reality, we decide all together. It's
horizontal.
Yes.
I guess it's more or less like us, because also us we have some people who have key roles because they have to be written in the document, but in reality we don't even vote the people. Like we are at the phase where people are still volunteering to do that. There would be a time where we'll have to pick somebody and oblige him to become a treasurer, but so far we've been lucky because they're like, okay, I can be the treasurer. So just it's interesting what you're saying about the space, because this is something that a lot of almost everybody's facing. The biggest costs for clubs are finding a ground, and also it's also interesting to see that there are always differences in what's. I mean, there is never a good solution. What I mean is that in Italy, maybe also in Germany, when we spoke to German people, the majority of the grounds are owned by the council, by the state, by the public spaces. But then it's really difficult to get access to them because maybe you get a long time contract and it's difficult to get into the engine. At the same time, in Britain, we've got mostly private grounds where you would imagine, well, I can come and pay for the ground, but at the same time, you're paying to a private and the prices are really high. So there is not really the best solution in terms of the space. But I was thinking that's something that really excited me when I heard about it. And because you mentioned it, Luca also is here still, so we can probably just do it together, because there is this thing that you mentioned about being together with the other clubs and other sports teams and to organize something together. And this comes back to the fact that there is a sort of network of fan-owned anti-fascist sports clubs in in Turin, which is, in my opinion, quite unique. I think there is something similar in the Brescia area, probably, but such a local network, organized network, is impressive, and it shows also what we've always been saying about the size of fan-owned football and fan-owned sport and grassroots clubs in Italy. Do you want to say something about the network, and also if you've been what's how it works and what your goals are and what you've been doing? Maybe Luca, if you want.
Okay. Yes. Now, correct me, Paco Rigore, if I say something wrong. Is a little bit more than a year that we start to speak all together. We are us, Paco Rigore, San Salvario ASD, and Dinamo Dora Rugby. And the beginning was the point to speak together was the pitch, the football pitch, because it's always the most expensive thing. All we have is the football yard. Sometimes it's even difficult to find it, to have it when you want. And so we had an assembly. We had assembly periodically, and we had also some open day sport around the city park that were very nice. That all the teams were doing something, and also was like a party beer, very interesting. And then we are a little bit at the halt because of the COVID, but I think
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, no, it's of course now it's all frozen. But the idea is also because it doesn't look like you're sort of stepping on each other's foot, because you're covering different areas of sports and different areas of the city as well. So you can offer in a network a lot of different options without sort of clashing in the space, no?
Yes.
That's
Yes, because it's we come all from different neighborhood, and we had also some friendly match because we are all three football team. We are in different league. I know San Salvador is with us, but in the other girone.
the league, yeah, the group.
Yeah, so.
Okay. And then, so you were saying about the open days as well, and I was wondering if your clubs, Paco Rigore and Aurora Vanchiglia, what have you been working on? If you've been working on any activities also outside the pitches, so outside the sport. So what kind of community work you've been doing, if you've been doing any, also because, for example, your club is quite young, so sometimes it's difficult to start full on also with a sports club and other activities. But was wondering if you've been active in other things at the same time.
Yes, we did not too much because of we are very young, but we had last summer in a period without any COVID cases, we were like trying to teach football in the housing project near in our neighborhood. Then we had also another 2 or 3 open days in our neighborhood, Vanchiglia, during the neighborhood party that all the streets were closed, and there were several staff in the streets, and we were organizing one time 3-a-side football, street football, another time football for children.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And then we had also a cineforum last was 5 movies about football and topics in football. Like we had a documentary about Maradona, of Kusturica, and other movies like this.
That's
almost that's it.
And Paco Rigore, what have you been working on the outside the football pitch?
For example, in the COVID, when the COVID came in Italy in April, May, we started to do I don't know in English, Tommy.
Don't worry.
Spesa solidale.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I know what it means, but I don't know the actual word. It's more like
we take food and a lot of stuff that maybe the person need. So we
kind of banco alimentare, more or less.
Yes,
Similar
yes.
to, so like a food bank, basically, organized food bank.
Bank where the Paco Rigore and Dinamo Dora take the stuff and bring to the person, especially in the part of north of Turin. And this is one of the things. Another thing is we all the years at the end of the season we do a party.
Mm-hmm.
Or they bring money to give to especially in for the some association that do things in Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
To work association that works with the children or sport, also sport in Palestine. So we have this is important tournament in July, and like network, the network born in a little bit before the COVID emergency. So we look at say all the things that we have did, but also we have a radio broadcast.
Yes.
Radio Blackout. It's a self-management radio in Torino. So all the week, one time a week, all the team that it's part of the network tell story about popular sport or something that it's qualcosa, cioè insomma argomenti su questo genere. È un programma di sport popolare, ecco.
It's about sport. Have you ever thought about doing it in English so we can share it also with the Clapton? No, joking.
My English, Tommy, is very difficult.
2 hours of radio program in English is no, fair enough. You're doing amazing. Right? It's being really, it's really smooth and relaxed. Don't worry, it's really good. But so I think what I really like is that, and I find interesting, it's to see the differences between the different countries and what we've been talking to different people in different countries. There are some really strange stories of heavy repression on fans of even non-league football when they're anti-fascist, like MFC from Paris, that they got a ban for the whole team to play away from Paris because of a tifo of the supporters and strange stuff like this. While at the same time, clubs like ours face all the issues of running a football club, which many people give for granted, but sometimes even just washing the kids is a problem. So on top of like having a lot of things to think about, there are also some external factors which are giving a lot of problems. I was wondering if you've been like, what have been the biggest challenges that your clubs had to face, and what were the biggest problems you had, let's say, in these times? What were the biggest challenges? You want to go, Luca, maybe?
Okay, so last season for us was a little bit tricky because it was our first season playing football, and also was the season when COVID started. So we didn't even finish our first season. And at the beginning we had all the problem a new club can have. So problem with money, problem with because it's expensive to rent the football pitch. We have to buy the match kit for the teams and so on. But we managed quite well because it's like we have this position in the club, but we are an assembly and we are working all together for our goals. So it's just like more. It's just more easy if you are more people. And again, then when we went in lockdown in March, the league stopped, and that's it. Our league, we asked also with the other team of the league to have the money back, but the money of the fee to join the league, but they didn't give us. Also, they asked to pay for this year that didn't start but because they wanted to start, they put like an impossible COVID anti-COVID procedure to use, but all the club says for us impossible. We are not Juventus, so we don't have that money.
Yeah. No. We were talking about this with other clubs. I think RFC Lions released a statement from Caserta saying exactly this. The requests from the leagues about the COVID season, the season didn't even start. But they said even before the start of the season, that like we cannot do what you're asking. So it was technically impossible for clubs of our size to do what they were asking. Yeah, that hasn't been the best start, really. Not really like. I'm sorry for you, but I wish at least the months you played, you had fun, and you say, well,
yes, a lot. It was amazing. The best moment was we went to match outside Torino, and our supporter with the team, we rent a bus, and we went all together with a 50 places bus, and we had a dinner all together. Okay, we lost the match, but was very very nice.
Yeah.
It also is nice when you go to play outside your pitch, because most of the other teams, apart San Salvario, that is in our same league, they don't have supporters, so they are very happy when they see supporter. Even if they are not supporting them, the other teams are happy.
I was, I think Sparta Capuane was saying that the teams hosting them were always happy because or also the La Resistente in general, because they drink the bar dry, so they're like, we're really helping also the other teams with our drinking habits. It's a way to show support to non-league football teams across the whole league. And Paco Rigore, what were the issues you faced then in these years? It's like you were mentioning the renting a pitch. What else have there been other issues you had with the leagues, with maybe other people trying to come and become a bit dickheads at your games and being annoying, let's say?
Look, with other teams we met, we never had problems at all. With the league, we are working on some stuff. They are ugly, but it's quite well organized, and since we don't pay too much, we can manage with them. The main issue is the pitch, because it's like 2/3 of our annual outcome is going there. And also we have two different football yards, where we have the matches, that is the Stadio Bosso, and the other one is
for training.
Yeah, for training, but we had that one just at the beginning of this season, so we never use it.
Oh, okay.
Last year we were training in the same place where we had the matches, and I think it's almost like.
And Giacomo, you wanted to say, like, what have been your problems with this kind of, with this in general, like?
But in general, from the beginning of the COVID emergency, we start to think together how we can play sport, how much time we will play football. So we, you say Sparta Capuane. Sparta Capuane say that invite us through a network, Italian network, about with a popular team to understand together how we can affrontare.
We can face.
We can face this situation. So, for example, this year we all the year we pay the football field, and we pay the cards, the documentation about all the players. So, for example, we will have come si dice? Credito, Tommy.
Credit, like money.
Che una delle prime cose che ci siamo detti come rete di sport popolari era appunto cercare di averci uno sconto sulle iscrizioni future.
Okay. So what you wanted to work on was to have discounts on the joining fees in the leagues.
Yes, also because we are scared about the possibility that a lot of teams that plays in our league maybe say we don't have money for play. So we are trying to put together all the team that play in our league to say, so we would like to play football. We would like to play in the same league. So we try to understand how we can play, because maybe, yes, it's a economic situation with a lot of difficult, but we would like to play football. We like to play football, to play the match, and to drink beer after the match. But we have to understand together how we can, because we are 45 persons, so we have also a situazione tranquilla. Nice situation, okay. But maybe the next year we will go to do the league with 3-4 teams. So this is the problem. And
there was a national campaign also for this, I think, which started from the Tuscany area, if I'm not wrong. There was a campaign to say, like, lower the fees and teams all around Italy.
Yes. In July, we had do a symbolic
an action
with the flag, with the Sport Popolare is for all. The sport is it's something that you need. So for do also at the state, at the municipality. So we have a COVID problem, but it's not possible that we have to understand how we can play. Also, another problem is the official, the professional league sono andate avanti abbastanza tranquillamente.
Yeah, they get going normally, basically. Yeah.
Però tutto lo sport amatoriale è stato lasciato a sé, capito? Quello è il problema.
So I know the non-league and amateur sport has been stopped, the amateur football. It's interesting also to see that basically this is an important thing, that fan-owned anti-fascist football clubs and sport clubs don't only care about themselves and the people like them. It's something that we want to save sport in general. And even if maybe the club managed by the old people of the small town next to our hometown is not in the real structure of fan-owned clubs as ours, still a big asset for the small town to exist. And the fact that maybe sometimes there are campaigns to fight together against these kind of issues is probably also giving conscience to those people to maybe be brave enough next time they have to face one of these issues against the leagues and say, hey, look, it's all of us. It's not only the commies, it's all of us who want to pay less in fees. And one thing that is interesting also, you mentioned about the numbers of people. I wanted to ask both of you, because it's something that some of our members asked in the past. What how do you find new members? How easy it is for you to find members and people who are actively involved in your club? And it's been difficult, or so far it's going well? Because probably we can all learn from this, because it's sometimes quite difficult. Let's be honest. So, what are your tips, if you have any, Luca, for example?
Okay, for us was like at the beginning it was quite easy to find athletes and the supporters. They came from people that we know in the neighborhood and our comrade from other reality. And but then it's like they arrived the new people, and for a while was like that's it. And it's not always easy, but if you are in the town where you live and you try to open outside doing like public initiative or something like that, maybe we saw that all the people knew that we didn't know before came like like this, say, oh, I saw you on Facebook, I saw it that you had this open day and something like that.
Yeah. What about Paco? Also, because you have a history, so it's quite impressive. I mean, 25 years, and
Yes.
It's great. It's a great achievement.
At the beginning, the Paco Rigore was born like a football team formed by a group of friends from different backgrounds. But in the years, for example, in the team we had a refugees person or foreign person, students or workers. Friend of friend that say, I would like to play football. Come in Paco Rigore. It's something nice. Not we don't fight for the Champions League, but we only play football. And also in our team there is some person that work with a disability person or person that have some problem. So we bring with us, and for example, we do the training all together, and we try to open the most possible our team.
Yeah.
One thing that I would like to say is, for example, about the refugees person that in WISP in our league, the refugees person can play only with the passport. So if you have problem with something officially document, but in our league you can play. So, for example, our friend work with the refugees, and the refugees, this guy say we would like to play football. For example, in our team, you don't have problem if you have something that it's not good for the state.
Yeah, I see.
If you have the passport, you can play. So, for example, this Omar, one of the best player, is playing in Paco Rigore from 6 years.
Okay. Yeah.
He started when he was in a refugees project, but now it's all okay with the document. This is an example.
Yeah. These are the good stories that we like to hear. Sometimes it's like, it doesn't matter how many members you have, but if you add one person to play football, that's probably enough. Doesn't matter how many other people are part of the club. There is one last question, I think, because probably Luca has to leave soon, isn't it? Are you still in time?
Yes, I'm in time, but then I have to leave. Yes.
There is one thing I wanted to say first. In the comments in YouTube, somebody says Zazzi e fallo un sorriso. I don't know where they.
What?
They're saying Zazzi e fallo un sorriso.
That is me. It's my name.
Okay. I didn't know who was it for.
I'm very concentrated to talk in English.
But everybody, let's smile all together anyway. But one thing is that in an ideal world of no COVID, what are the goals that the club would like to have for the next season and in long term? I know it's a bit, at the moment, we probably don't have dreams anymore, but if we wanted to dream, what could it be?
So for sure, playing a game would be already a good goal, and we in the long term we would really like to have a football school for children, because here is very expensive if you are not the young Messi to learn to play football, and we would like to have a football school at popular prices. This is I would say one of our long-term goals, but it's long process to have it, because you need a field, you need a trainer, a professional trainer, and so it's long work.
Yeah, we know that. Like, yeah, we know that well. Yeah, we know how. Yeah. And what about Paco? What are your goals in an ideal world?
We would like to have our football fields, and we would like to open our team to like Aurora Vanchiglia, like the young boys and girls, and we would like to share a football fields also with Aurora, San Salvario, and Dinamo. Have a place where you are sure that you can play football or rugby or whatever you want without money, because in Torino, for play football, for example, for the young person, you have to pay in years 300 euros, maybe also 600 euros, so it's a little bit expensive. So a place where you can do a sport without a lot of money, or maybe no money. Okay.
Yeah. In terms of spaces, probably the experience of Italy is a bit different also, because with Centri Sociali, that's more possible to have a space to share with other associations. But also sometimes a sport place, how we are seeing it now at Clapton, for the future of our football ground, our football stadium, would be to have a space for everybody. What I'm sometimes saying is that what I dream is that Saturday and Sunday, it would be football and it would be Clapton. Monday to Friday, there would be the rest of all the community around us, and they can do whatever they want in a space, because the physical space it's so important. But I guess that maybe in Italy it's a bit different. It's just maybe you're a bit. I'm a bit jealous because I know it's difficult, but still there are spaces for people for the community, for the areas to get together and to use freely in a free in terms of money, and free also in terms of being free to do what you really want to do. And I don't know. I think we actually covered a lot of the things we wanted to say. It's just if you want to send a message, maybe before we close, I guess, because then you have to work. I don't want you to be late at work. It wouldn't be nice.
So invited us to London, Tommy.
When we have the stadium, everybody's invited. We'll sort out all the houses and the flats. Let's go. Or maybe we put the tents in the stadium, not on the pitch. I don't think our gardeners would be really happy to have the tents and people sleeping on the pitch, but for all the area around, it's gonna be fine in summer. And
you can come in Torino when the COVID emergency is finished. You are invited.
Definitely, I will be there. And Luca, do you want to say something else? You want to send a message? Or
I agree with Paco Rigore.
Okay, then. Stuff. So then we all agree, and that's certain. that was easier than what I thought. Okay, we have a deal then. Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably covered it, isn't it? It was really smooth, and it was really nice to talk to you. It's been really interesting. We wish you all the best, and like the goals you have and the ideas and what you're doing at the moment is amazing. And so far in this journey of these streamings, we've met a lot of great people, and it makes us feel less alone. It's really inspiring, and you've been really, really, I mean, we're really thankful. You gave us a lot of ideas, a lot of energy. We probably, yeah, we'll see each other in London for the inauguration of the Old Spotted Dog Stadium. We'll see each other in Turin, and we'll see each other. Sorry, I wanted to say this. We'll see probably each other also in Amelia, Giacomo, because not many people know, but Giacomo is from my hometown. I just wanted to.
Very important to say.
What? Sorry.
It's very important to.
This is great. Like, I'm in London, he's in Turin, but we're from the same hometown, and I know him since he was. Seriously, I'm the old one who knows him since he was a little child. That's fucking amazing. Sorry, I just had to say this. So yeah, thanks again for this. It was really, really a pleasure. I will hopefully see you soon. And for the people who watched us, I have to do this kind of YouTuber thing. Follow us, because next week we'll have some other great people, and let's see if we keep going with this. I don't know if many other people want to come and have a chat with us, but maybe we can do something similar in the future. Stay strong in the lockdown. Get in touch if you need anything, even if you just need a chat. We're always here. And thanks again. A big hug to all Clapton fans, all the watchers, and Aurora Vanchiglia and Paco Rigore. It was great. Thanks a lot.
I would like to say thank you also, Eugenio, my
translator.
My translator in Torino, Toro Milan.
Okay, so fair enough. Yeah. Have a good night, Thomas. I think.